I don't think that he's still got all his brain cells, but I think he's probably not a bad guy. On this date in 1987, if you were on this particular flight with the Ozzy Osbourne, Ozzy got up, bought 3 rounds of drinks for every single person on that plane, and then got on the PA and sang Crazy Train.
Oh, my God. You're kidding me.
Crazy! That's how it goes!
They let him do it, or he just did it?
Well, obviously they didn't stop him. He's not a big, powerful guy.
Yeah.
And he's buying drinks. What the heck? One more time!
Jeez.
Not Paul's kind of flight.
And some call it the worst video game ever made.
Oh, we haven't had video game music in a long time.
And now there are more of them around than you'd think there ever should be. A documentary film production company has dug up hundreds of copies of the Atari E.T. game cartridge. The director said he's relieved and psyched that the dig turned up copies of the game. Legend has it that Atari discarded up to 1 million copies of the game after people complained about the bulky gameplay. The game and its contribution to the demise of Atari have been the source of fascination for video game enthusiasts for 30 years. I like that's a new term for a loser. A video game enthusiast. That's what I'm going to start calling him now.
He's also a unemployment enthusiast.
I love that. We've got a new term for loser now.
And that's politically correct.
Yes, it is.
Singer-songwriter Paul Simon and his wife Edie Brickell had a fight. The cops came. And they arrested both of them. Mm-hmm. And when they got to court,
they were holding hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couples fight. It happens. Some are just more wordy.
And but most of them don't put the gloves on. And
yeah, well, somebody called. Somebody heard something and called, and that's what happens. And
I see.
At domestic disputes, it's a law. You have to take somebody in. Now, if they take them both in, there's obviously more to it. But Paul Simon has released a statement, and he says, "She loves me. She loves me. She get down on her knee and hug me.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, I got it. Jeez. Are you kidding me?
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, well, good, Mark. That's just cheesy as all hell.
Thank you.
I'm telling you what.
It's what I do.
Yeah, she loves me, all right.
I'm sure the weather break has happier news in it somewhere.
Oh, we do. We got plenty of happy news. That's what the show's about.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Yep. Happy. From, what's his name? Pharrell.
Oh, yeah.
#1 song in the country for like 30 weeks in a row now. Man, just, yeah.
Folks, the farmer still got some moves.
Oh, yeah. 57 yesterday. I got cow number 120 loaded up in the trailer with her calf, and yesterday I was happy. Yeah, I was happy. She got down into greener pastures, and Mark, that cow was happy. By the way, the woman who plays Carole King in the Broadway show, based on her life, has been nominated for a Tony.
Wow.
Yep. In case you're into the Tonys, you know, a Tony's to me is a 99-cent pizza. I'm not familiar with the Broadway awards.
I'm not either. I'd rather go see Carole King.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, do anticipation. Paul, sit down. Sorry, he's drinking.
Mock! Yeah, come on, everybody. Somebody call security. I get those two confused a lot. I'm sorry. More people were watching Game of Thrones. Had its biggest audience ever this week. 7 million people watched. That's about 300,000 more than last week, if you're into the Thrones thing. Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Don't bother calling my wife at that time of the night. You know what I like about it, though? We always eat before 7 on Sundays. It's awesome. Because Game of Thrones is on at 7 o'clock.
Cat Country.
Hi, it's just me.
Oh.
Maybe if somebody would come in the house earlier, we'd eat earlier.
Well,
For some reason, on Sundays, you were in the house earlier.
Yeah, well, the days are getting longer.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What is that
okay,
show
yeah,
about?
whatever.
What
and
is
that is a great night, because it's the only night that you guys help with the dishes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there, my friends, was a hit and run.
Officials at Wimbledon have announced that the purse this year will reach 25 million pounds. I've hauled that one through an airport before. There, I could do a hit and run too. We think we've all been there, haven't we, Mark?
Yes, we have.
25 million pound purses.
How come you didn't bring the big one?
That's funny.
Most people will do the thing. They'll search for it on Kayak or Travelocity and say, hey, Frontier's got these cheap tickets.
See, and I think guys like your dad ought to be able to fly cheaper because he's bringing his own oxygen. Technically, isn't he? So he ought to be able to fly cheaper.
You would think so.
I brought my own.
Yeah, I don't need any yours. I'll be just fine.
This plane's going down. I don't need to put one of those masks on. So can I fly $15 cheaper? I think that would be a valid point.
I'll pass that along.
Even though he's afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark's dad won't stand on a laptop or else he gets the heebie-jeebies.
Dad wouldn't go in the balcony at Alberta Bear for Gordon Lightfoot.
I know. You Wilsons.
What? I'm not afraid of heights.
Oh, in fact, Mark likes tall boys. So, there you go.
The bigger the better.
One of the most popular songs of all time, and Mark's going to wonder who came up with that, is Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone. It's going to auction in New York this summer. Sotheby's is offering a working draft of the finished song in Dylan's own handwriting for $1 million to $2 million. The draft is written in pencil on 4 sheets of hotel stationery. It contains revisions and additions and notes and the doodles.
That's funny.
Dylan was only 24 when he recorded the song in 65. Sotheby's describes the seller as a longtime fan from California. The auction house said it's the only known surviving draft of the lyrics. The auction is June 24th. If you like Bob Dylan music, LinkedIn began the year with its largest quarterly loss since going public. That's good news for me. LinkedIn, another one of these social network things where you can play Miss Busybody and go in and share information with everybody that you
there's
want.
some positives to it, too.
Whatever. LinkedIn, Facebook, give a damn. 2 schools seemingly simple advice to graduates this year, generating a lot of headlines out of Florida. The University of South Florida in Tampa and Bryant University in Rhode Island both now have asked their cap and gown people to refrain from the selfies when they collect their diplomas.
Those type of ceremonies are plenty long enough to start with.
They don't want them dragging out any longer. Some wonder, though, if the bans might backfire and prompt even more students to stop for self-portraits now on the stage. They might. Some people want to make their mark on the stage, but we'll see. Selfies. Nice. Boy. Things have changed.
Yeah.
A selfie in my day was a little different than what selfies are.
Not something you wanted everybody getting a picture
right.
of.
Linda Ronstadt is selling her home in her hometown of Tucson, Arizona. Her home is a 1929 Mediterranean-style house, 4,200 square feet, sits on 1.27 acres, asking price $1.65 million. She bought it in 1994. It was her primary residence. And she can't maintain 2 houses. I asked her about selling. She said, it's not easy.
No, it's so easy.
Oh, is that true?
What you should have said, she said, was, well, it hurts so bad.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a good one. It's the right time of the night to sell it.
No, that was Jennifer Warren.
It was. You know, I am really having some problems today
Paul,
with artists.
It's not your department. Don't even worry about that.
What other songs did Linda Ronstadt have? I was trying to think of. This is It's So Easy.
Right.
Okay.
I've been cheated.
Yeah. Love is a Rose. Okay, I remember that one.
Love is a rose, but you better not pick it. Only grows when it's on
Well,
the vine.
she's probably selling the one in Tucson because she couldn't stand another heat wave.
There you go. That's the one I was trying to think of. Thanks, Mark.
That was a rough one for you.
Something that's going up, the price of limes. Getting expensive anymore to make a margarita. Not just the booze either, the limes. Limes are skyrocketing, so much so that a case of them that once cost $15 now goes for as much as $130. LA restaurant owner Peter Coates winces every time a bartender squeezes a lime into a drink. The owner said that limes are used in so many things that they are taken for granted. The great lime crisis of 2014 is being blamed on weather, citrus disease, and even mob problems down in Mexico where most of the limes are grown.
Wow.
That's the reason why limes are going up so much. And saying it's bring your own weed night. The Colorado Symphony Orchestra is going to play a series of fundraising concerts sponsored by their pot industry.
Wow.
Their symphony CEO said they are part of efforts to reach a broader audience. They are the state's only full-time professional orchestra. And they have struggled with dwindling audiences and budget problems. So listeners are encouraged to bring their own pot to smoke and eat at the symphony. Smoking will be allowed in the venues. The first of 2 of 21 and up concerts only to be held. Organizers said they will follow the rules at the shows at the Red Rocks Amphitheater, where smoking is officially banned. Symphony volunteers said they know the symphony is facing challenges, but they're skeptical of this marijuana mashup between the two, but they're going to try it, and everybody can come and smoke a pot. You know, get nude, roll around in the grass, yell out Beethoven's name, and then drive home.
Yeah, and there won't be any roadblocks or anything
No.
else, even though that they know there's going to be a huge concentration of this.
Great for society, great for America if everybody's high and roll around in the daisies out there. Good for you.